Zombie apocalypse.
You're good to go, sir.
Welcome to episode 7 of the JP Sports Podcast. Pat, how are we doing today?
I'm doing all right. It's been a long week, but I got my body armor.
Who is that? Mickey? Minnie on your shirt? Mickey?
Mickey. Yeah, this is a splash out Muckfest.
What is that?
I'm not sure if I told you the mud run that I did a few years ago. Basically,
I don't remember it.
Basically, you run through a bunch of mud and go and do a bunch of different obstacles for MS.
That sounds like something I will never do.
I mean, you can walk it if you want. Like it's just a huge charity event.
Okay. I thought you were doing it for fun.
I mean, I would. It was fun. I would totally do that for fun.
So, what we're going to talk about today is in the title, the expansion draft from the NFL, the NHL that went on Wednesday night, the NBA finals that wrapped up, and NFL vaccine requirements that they took pretty seriously, and NFL is not messing around.
Yes.
So, we're going to start with the NHL, and like we always, actually, no, we're not. Locks of the week, recap. Pat, pull that up.
Good point. Good point.
Click on Zombie apocalypse.
I'm pretty sure I was off. Pretty sure that's the intro video.
Yes, it is.
Producer Patrick over there.
Yes, it is. I hit
Thank
the wrong
you.
button. That is my fault. I apologize, guys.
Way to go.
Dude, I'm off with my buttons, man. I haven't streamed all week this week, so now I'm just confused on where my buttons are for everything.
Excuses. All right. So
says the one that is making us do it today instead of tomorrow because you're going on vacation.
Yeah. I will be on vacation, and speaking of that, we will be switching our live show to either Sunday night or Monday night just for next week. But we'll figure that out later and send out a tweet.
Yeah.
So
probably more like Monday night so you can get a little break.
Patrick,
I'm just a beast. 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks in a row, I got all three.
We're not even gonna talk about my picks. We're just gonna go with, the Bucks beat the Suns. The United States, I believe that's the Gold Cup soccer.
Correct.
Beats Canada, and Seattle beats Austin, which I believe is also soccer.
Yes. So Seattle beat Austin to stay in first place in the MLS league. USA beat Canada to become first place in Group B in the group stage. And Bucks beat the Suns in Game 6 to win the NBA title. So all three of mine
about that.
All three of mine were very significant victories that I just had a gut feeling was going to happen. So
yeah, my gut did not tell me anything, obviously. I thought I was going to come out hot, and yeah.
I mean,
the one that I'm really shocked about is Louis Oosthuizen not winning the Open, but I mean, Colin Morikawa put on a ball striking machine show, and enough about golf. We're gonna move on from this past week. We're gonna forget it happened and rebound next week.
I'm not gonna forget it happened, dude. I did awesome.
Yeah, maybe you should actually put some research into your picks.
You think I didn't? I mean, the Bucks versus Suns.
I know you didn't.
When it came to the Gold Cup and MLS, I totally did. Dude,
okay,
it's 5 o'clock and I can already see that mini yawn.
That's because I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning and I haven't taken a nap.
I don't take a nap when we do our shows on Saturdays at 10 o'clock at night.
That
and
is
I
true. That is true.
and I usually wake up at like 8:30. So I would
Yeah.
be up for like 13 and a half, 14 hours.
All right. All right. I understand. I understand.
I just hear excuses.
That's fine. That's fine.
Throwing your words back at you there.
Excuses. I understand. Now, um,
You're really rushing this.
no, I honestly forget where I was at before you yelled at me for yawning. So if you can jog your memory,
We're
that
talking
would be
about the
awesome.
expansion draft.
Yeah, there we are. The expansion draft. And for me, it did not go the way that I thought it would or hoped it would. It looks like the Seattle Kraken have some pretty smart people running their team, and they do not have any sort of salary cap issues off the gate, off the start.
Yeah, they do not. They picked a lot of young players, which surprised me.
A lot of cheap players.
Cheap young players, which really surprised me. So I have a feeling they are going to go hard in that free agency.
Yeah, I mean, there's some pretty big names.
There are some
Um,
really big names in that free agency, and Seattle Kraken get first dibs at it.
yeah, they get it a couple days early. I don't know the exact number, but they do get it early, and they get to talk to players before, like, they got Tuukka Rask. They can, um, here, I'm looking at a list right now.
Apparently, Ovechkin.
Ovechkin is, but he's going to resign. Taylor Hall, Zach Parise, Ryan Suter, David Krejci, which I think is going to resign with the Bruins. Um, oh yeah, they already signed Adam Larson. Derek Stefan's a pretty good player who they can sign. Gabriel Landeskog, which I would love to have on my team. From Colorado. Who else? Who else? Um,
Yeah, there are some really big names. Like you've mentioned the majority of them, so I think we're
Eric
good.
Gustafson. No
Yeah,
reaction out of you?
nope, just a laugh.
Hey, he made it. He was on the top power play in the Stanley Cup Finals. I don't know what you're talking about.
Look where that got him.
Hey, I mean, he got traded and was a part of a winning team. I'm sure he had a lot to do with that. But anyway, back to the expansion draft. Pat, give me your takeaways from this year's expansion draft. Did you like the setup? Did you like the outdoor big crowd that they had?
That crowd just tells me right now that that arena is going to be insanely difficult to play in. Because I definitely know for a fact Seattle is very invested in their sports, and just that, just
Like
them.
football?
No one really cares about football.
But
But
the owner built a stadium, said the sound caves in. It's the loudest stadium in sports.
oh, jeez,
Yeah.
I'm dropping a lot of frames right now, which is weird because I'm literally home by myself, so I shouldn't be dropping any. But
That's all right.
12th man. Um,
Exactly.
but Seattle's definitely going to be a tough place to play in. With them having such a young team right now and a lot of salary cap to play with, I'm really curious. I can't. I'm not really going to reflect on anything right now, mostly because I have a feeling they're going to do a lot of big signings during this free agency.
Yeah.
Once
And they
they
didn't really look to trade anybody, like, after. Everybody thought that they were gonna pick people and trade them away. But the only really person that they traded away was Tyler Pitlick, which I love as a player. But they traded him to the Calgary Flames, I believe,
Oh, I would have liked him back
for
on
a
the
fourth
Flames.
round pick next year.
Okay.
Yeah. So they
Um,
didn't really make any big moves. And I mean, because we are in the Philadelphia market, they did not choose two big contracts. So that was a surprise over here. And I'm sure that was at a lot of places that they just picked, I wouldn't say lower end players, but players that had more potential than a more upside than proven players. And I mean, to start off a franchise, you don't want to have any salary cap issues right off the start. And that's exactly what they did. They executed that plan.
yeah, so it's definitely going to be an interesting summer with them to see what team they end up with once the season comes around.
Yeah. So you have anything else on the expansion draft?
Not really.
Okay. So moving on to news from today that happened about 3 hours ago as I was leaving work. The Flyers make another big move in Rasmus Ristolainen. I did not
Hey,
read the name correctly the first time I read it, and I was like, wow, some dude's name that I don't recognize or don't know how to say. He's got to be good because all hockey players' names you can't pronounce and they have to be good. It's just the rules. I don't make them up. Um, Flyers gave up a lot. They gave up Robert Haig, who's sixth or seventh line, or sixth or seventh defenseman. They gave up this tonight's first round pick, number 13, and a 2023 second round pick, which they still have to pay Rasmus Ristolainen next year or possibly this year if he plays well enough. And I just think that Chuck Fletcher got fleeced again.
yeah. I mean, the Flyers really needed to make a trade or make some moves this offseason, and they are. They're improving their defense.
They're going for it.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely improving their defense. I wouldn't say they're a Stanley Cup team yet. Still, they still need some key factors. They need Hart to play well. They still need like that line centerman and maybe another winger for the fourth line or something. But they're on the right track and they're making the right moves. In my
Yeah,
opinion, they're
and I
definitely
mean
overpaying for these, but they are making the right
this
moves for what they need.
this definitely doesn't just affect the Flyers; it affects the rest of the draft tonight and in the future. The Sabres are in a full rebuild mode, and everything I've read is that uh, Ristolainen is the first of many players to be traded. Um, I don't know if it's very soon, but the Sabres are definitely going to try and stockpile draft picks and build for the future because they have not done a good job since they drafted Jack Eichel at the number 2 overall pick a couple years ago.
Yeah, now Jack Eichel and Sam Reinhart, both of their star players, won out. So
Yeah, yeah,
we'll see if the Sabres really have any real players come this season coming up.
yeah. You have anything else?
When it comes to trades, not really,
Anything else in
because
the NHL?
anything else in the NHL? I mean, other than the fact that the draft is actually tonight,
Draft is tonight.
um, we'll figure out. Dude, why are my frames dropping so much?
I don't know. Check your ping, bro.
Dude, my frames are ticking me off. I've dropped 1,000 frames,
Well,
and I'm looking at the video right now, and it is glitching like no tomorrow.
I've heard that this draft has very good players all the way through the third round, and I think that's why teams like the Flyers are willing to move on from their first and second round picks. So I think that this is a fairly deep draft, and as I'm looking right now, there's a lot of young players that I just don't know how to pronounce. Like, um, Nikita Dishkovsky, I think. He's a right winger. Apparently, he's going to be a sleeper pick. He's a right winger that shoots on the left side. And he's very physical. So another player. Oh, Jacob Martin, a normal hockey name from the US. Thank goodness. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't tell you too much about the prospects, but again, I'm gonna go back on my theory as like if you can't pronounce their name, they gotta be good. So
Dude, I'm still dropping a lot of frames.
that's all right. Continue on. Power
Well,
through.
this is gonna be a rough YouTube video. Oh, like I have my volume turned down right now, so hopefully they can at least hear us. But the video is glitching out very badly.
Anything about the draft tonight? Stay focused.
Dude, I can't. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is being really dumb right now. I've never had this
Focus.
many drop frames before.
Well, drop some knowledge on these NHL prospects tonight.
I haven't looked at the NHL prospects.
Oh, wonderful. Don't come prepared for the show.
Dude, you gave me like an hour after I got done work. I still have to shower and eat. Usually I have all
Apparently,
night
it's
tonight
all
and
good,
all day
Patrick.
tomorrow to do this, but no.
Like you would do it. You have family over. You would not be doing this.
Yeah, you're right. This week I'm not prepared. I have family from out of state here. Yeah.
Pat, apparently it's all good. Hear your video.
Oh, okay, cool.
So stop worrying about it.
Well, when I see my drop frames go from 100 to
Now,
1,603, I get worried.
okay, so we're gonna switch gears to the NBA, and let me just tell you, the Bucks winning the NBA Finals could not be there could not be a worse thing because people were in my mentions from years ago, and they are just coming at my life. Like I said, um, let's see, where's the first one? It started very early in the morning. Connor Allen, 21, said he liked my tweet from August 23rd, 2020 that says, "Imagine thinking Giannis could win a championship." And then this Heat West Park said had the surprised emoji and quote tweeted it. Then the real Keith Jr. Said, "Just turn on the TV, bro. Just turn it on." And people were pretty pretty good with searching up my past tweets, and I'm not happy about it. Congrats to the
It,
Bucks, but like
it,
rip to my mentions.
it definitely seems like that anytime you mention anything and it goes south like years later, you always have like this just like 30 people coming after you.
I know. I know. I don't
But
understand because then people like it and then other people see it. And it's like then it's just a whole chain effect. Then more people see it and then more people will make fun of me. I mean, I get it. It's fine. I say stupid things, but at the
it,
time they were not stupid.
it's hard to not make fun of you, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um
to be fair, Giannis definitely deserved this one.
he
Man
did.
dropped 40
Did.
plus points in what, 3 or 4 games?
Now, I have had a reputation of not liking Giannis over the years. Mainly because I've come to the realization that even though I defend Ben Simmons all the time, I realize that
Giannis is 10 times better than Ben Simmons.
not that he's better, he's just
Giannis
fearless
is 10
and
times better than Ben Simmons.
no, it's not that he's better, it's that he's more fearless.
So
That's my statement.
Giannis is 10 times better than Ben Simmons
No. No.
because his
He's more
Ben Simmons
fearless.
Ben Simmons is too fearful to where he can't do anything.
If Ben
Hence, Giannis is now
Simmons
better.
was fearless, Ben was fearless, he'd be a top 10 player in the league. Top 5 maybe with a jump shot.
But he's not fearless, so
But
he
he's not,
sucks.
and that's why I'm jealous. And him putting 50 points in game 6 was something I did not see. As you saw in the locks of the week, I thought that the Suns were going to win that game and force game 7 back in the Valley, and yeah, I'm still salty about it.
In case you can't see, I'm sprinkling the salt.
Oh God.
Yeah, Giannis definitely deserved that. Like Booker and Chris Paul, they just choked.
They didn't
Like
show up.
that's all I really got. They just choked.
Pat,
Like the
can I
first
tell
two
you a
games, they played well. And then they were
can I
just
tell
like,
you
yeah,
a
we got
stat?
this. What?
Can I tell you a stat? Chris Paul
No.
has now lost, I believe, 4 series when he's been up 2-0. He's lost 4 of them.
Well, he should stop doing that.
And you know who the coach was for at least one of them?
Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers. Yeah. And who's Doc Rivers' coach?
Giannis.
No, he coaches the Sixers. Jeez, this is not going well. Not going well.
Stop putting all your faith in Doc Rivers. Or I'm sorry, a
Well,
lot of people hate that nowadays. Glenn Rivers.
well, he doesn't deserve to be called Doc after Game 7.
I mean, Ben Simmons doesn't.
He's lost the most Game 7s as out of any head coach. Doc Rivers.
Well,
And
Joel
most of
should
them were at
fully
home.
tear his meniscus trying to get them that win. Then, I guess, like
He already
because
did. He can't do it again.
I said fully tear it, not
Oh.
just a slight tear. Like fully tear it.
Just
Try-
partially, yeah, just, go ahead, open that thing up.
because the team needs to win. Like, gosh, put the entire team on Joel Embiid's back. Because God forbid anybody else shows up.
Exactly. And, I give props to Giannis, and I feel really bad for Chris Paul, but Chris Paul did not. I mean, he showed up in Game 6, but in Games 3, 4, and 5, he did not play well, and it cost the Suns the championship because all they had to do was just win one. They just had to split Game 4, Games 3, 4, and 5. They just needed to win one of those games, and they did not. And they would have had home court back in their favor, back in their hands, and I believe that they could have won 2 out of 3 at that point, but they didn't even give themselves a chance.
Well, you now know who the real championship team is out of the two.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was watching First Take the other day, and Stephen A. Smith said that, a lot of people didn't give the Suns any chance if Giannis was healthy, and that was a big question mark. I wouldn't say any chance, in my opinion, but because in Game 1 and 2, I thought the Suns were just going to run away with it because they just looked so much faster. The Bucks have this slow moving offense in the first and second games, and I think it just wasn't going to work. But what the heck do I know? That's why I'm doing a podcast and I'm not on the sidelines.
And this is why I always say it's never over till it's over.
I know.
It's been proven time and time again that it's never over till it's over.
Yeah.
Like, and the Bucks just proved it right there.
Yeah.
They stepped up.
Won, they won 4 straight. I mean,
yeah, they stepped up in all the places they needed to.
Did you see the video of the Bucks parade bus?
No.
It was going. So you know how parades they're very slow.
Yeah.
The bus moves very slow and they just go through. This Milwaukee Bucks bus was moving at like 20 to 30 miles an hour. It was moving through the parade. Like a lot of the fans just stood there. Like the guy who took the video was like, "What? That's it? It's over?" After like a couple seconds, it just like zoomed right by him
Well, they needed to celebrate.
for like 2 seconds. The Eagles parade, it took forever. They were just like, "Oh, we're gonna go like I bet you that bus driver didn't even hit the gas at the Eagles parade. They were going that slow, like the one where you can just kind of roll."
He was probably tapping the brake.
Yeah, yeah. But this Milwaukee Bucks guy, this driver he was moving. He had somewhere to be.
Hey, you never know. He could have had a hot date.
Well, I think that date can wait when he's driving the championship parade and it hasn't happened in 50 years. I think she can wait.
How do you know it's a she?
Hey, I don't judge. They can wait. I don't care who it is. They'll wait. At least I'd tell them to wait or schedule for another day.
I probably would too, if I'm being dead honest.
Screw that. I could find another day. Give me the dang parade.
Yeah. But congratulations to the Bucks. We've got
Yeah.
one more topic to talk about before we end this quick episode.
The timeout. Let me yawn real quick. I need to put that into the show. Like we just have to build it in. We're gonna talk
Yo,
about.
can anybody create an overlay for me that has a yawn counter for John, where I can just hit a
Just
button
hit it.
where I can just hit a button every time he yawns? We can have it like underneath his name or something.
Yeah, please. Uh, we're gonna talk about the NFL vaccine policies that just came out. Roger Goodell is not messing around.
He
s-
ticked off a lot of players.
and it's kind of crazy because I saw a stat today that said I believe there's like 5 teams, 4 or 5 teams that have 90% of their team vaccinated, and then 4 or 5 of those other of the next teams have at least 70% of their team vaccinated. So that's pretty much half the league, at least, that has at least 70% of their players vaccinated. Which
Okay.
I don't know how good that is compared to what they want, like what their goals were.
Well, it
But
sounds like their goals are 100% of every
yeah,
team being vaccinated.
well, the NFL after they put it out, we'll get to the rules in a second, but the NFL PA Twitter account had to put out a statement and it said like these are basically like we're not upping the guidelines, like they are the same guidelines as last year, but we're just adding that if you cause an outbreak, that your team and the team that you're playing against will lose a paycheck, and the team that causes the outbreak has to pay the other team money or something like that. And as soon as you start taking money away from and game checks away from these players, because most of these guys they aren't the Patrick Mahomes of the world that are getting millions of dollars in endorsements. They will probably be out of the league in a few years, and they need all the money they can get right now, and they are not going to stand for that. So, and it's interesting because the NFL had to work with the NFLPA, and they both signed off on this agreement.
Yeah.
So it's weird that there's this much outrage.
No, I understand why people are getting outraged, because now they're being like, some people I know with religion, some people don't like to get vaccinated. Plus one for yawn count. Um, I know, like with religion, some people don't like getting vaccinated. People in general just don't like being vaccinated. So, like, I understand why there's a lot of frustration, and now it comes down to the point where, say, one of those teams with 90% of the people vaccinated play against a team that has like 10% of the people vaccinated, and somebody on that on the other team with the 10% comes down with COVID and shuts down the game for a week. Now the team that did what they were supposed to do, like they don't get paid because of the other team,
Yeah.
because of the team that decided not to. So I mean that I can see both sides where it's your own choice. That like definitely get the vaccine or don't get the vaccine. That's up to you. I have it and I
But
feel
you better
safe.
be careful if you don't.
Yeah, I have it and I feel better with it and I feel
Because
safer with it.
people yeah.
But like if you don't get it and you ruin a game for the entire week, you're gonna have so many people mad at you for it.
Yeah. And it's not like, us that, tweet at them. It's people that they see every single day that they will uh that there will probably be confrontations in the
Yeah,
locker room if somebody does not get a game check that really needs it. I mean, like the guys who's like 46 on the roster, like they need that money. It may just be $1 million, but half of that they don't even see. So um
at
they
that
need it.
at that point, I feel like the person who didn't get vaccinated or the superstar should kind of help their teammates out.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see how that unravels because at this point, um, they two coaches now have backed down from their responsibilities this year
Oh, I
due
heard
to they
one
are
did.
not going to get the vaccine. Yeah, another one just came out about an hour ago. So
Oh,
it's interesting. One of them's the Patriots coach. So or
Patriots
the
head coach.
offensive line. No, offensive
Oh,
line slash running game coordinator, some made up coach. He uh he's stepping down for this. I don't know if it's just this year or he's done altogether, but I mean, look, you have if you don't want to get vaccinated, like don't play. Like it's fine. Like but you're just not going to earn that money.
yeah, yeah, and some of the players are really mad. Like I saw a couple NFL players tweet out freedom question mark, like
Yeah.
saying that the NFL right now is taking away their freedom and their right to decide about whether or not they want the vaccine, which
Well,
like you just
they do
said,
have a
they're not.
choice. If you don't like it, don't play. Simple as that.
Yeah. Just don't ruin it for everybody else at this point too.
Exactly. This isn't elementary school. We don't all need to get punished.
Yeah.
So that's where we stand. Pat, I know you had a quick soccer update in the MLS.
Um just a really quick update. Seattle's now back in first place. Um and there has been some movement in the standings. Nothing too significant. And now the Gold Cup is on to round 2. That that's just a quick update for that because nothing really major happened this week.
Yeah.
Anything for MLB real quick?
Uh, I mean, other than the Phillies blow, I got nothing.
All right.
I mean, they just got back from the All-Star break, and there's not. I mean, the trade deadline comes up in next week, I believe. So that's something that we'll cover next show and see who goes where and for what price, who's sellers, who's buyers. And this next week will really determine the teams that are on the fence, like the Phillies, if they should go in, if they should stay put, or if they should sell some pieces for next year and beyond. So it should be an interesting week.
All right.
All it
Well,
takes is one 3 or 4 game winning streak to kind of switch the GM's mind.
yeah, and baseball is known to have those 3 to 4 winning
Yeah,
streaks with
I mean you can
what
just catch fire
160
and
games.
go. Yeah, 162. I mean, you playing every day, you could just get in a rhythm and catch fire and have a good couple of games, and it kind of creates a spark.
Yeah, and then the next week, just lose those couple games, lose that spark, and you're back going back and forth. Like you never know.
Hey, are we talking about the Phillies going up and down? Okay, that's enough about the Phillies. Pat, you see that in the chat?
No, I do not. I have my locks up. Hey, want to become famous? Oh, two people.
Yeah. We don't want to be doubly famous.
What?
One's good enough. So the Olympics just kicked off with the ceremonies. If you're on the East Coast, it was this morning. Um,
Oh, the Olympics
but
started today.
the ceremony with no fans, which is interesting. I didn't get a chance to watch it. But the one thing interesting is that, they have no problem with shutting it down if the COVID Delta variant keeps on going. So should be an interesting thing. I hope they get through it. And I'm just excited to finally watch them because it's been a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just all the different types of skilled athletes that you don't get to see, or the sports that you don't get to see that often. Um, like what? What's
And
in what?
and nation pride too.
Yeah,
Like
from
that.
all over the place. So
Yeah, you see a lot of countries come together to support their nation at that point.
exactly. Exactly. So we'll have more of an update for you guys next week, next Sunday or Monday. Um, Most likely Monday, the August 2nd, I believe that is. Yes.
Oh,
Um,
so this will be our last three locks of the week,
oh,
which
do I have a chance?
means
Do I have a chance again or no?
if this is the last one for July, no,
Ah,
you're down 8-4, bud.
are we doing a total or are we just doing monthly?
Monthly. Even
Okay,
if
good.
we were doing total, you'd be down, dude.
No, I know. I know. I know. Okay.
Yeah, we do it every month.
All right. So, I mean, you can pick
So
it. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. I can't win. Might as well pull up
so
the spreadsheet.
we'll pull up the spreadsheet. We'll still do our picks. Um, but I'm going to switch it up a little bit and do some MLB. I'm going to do my first two games MLB, and then I got to look up. I want to stick to what I'm good at. I need to check the games this week coming up. I think USA is playing Jamaica in the near future. Croatia and Canada. Yep, USA and Jamaica, 9:30 on Sunday. EST. Um, so we'll see. I'm gonna say USA is gonna win that game though, because I know Jamaica's a good team, but I just think USA's the the best in North America. They're definitely not the best in the world, but they're the best in North America. So USA. Why is that bold? Jamaica. Um, MLB. Who's playing who?
Major League Baseball is one of the hardest things to guess because any team can win on any given day. It's just baseball.
Yeah. Do you know the schedule for this week coming up?
I do not. I just kind of pick a day and scroll down.
Baseball schedule. Let's see. Um, I'm going to say The Giants are going to beat Pittsburgh on Sunday. What are they? Pirates, right?
Yes, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Sunday. Um, and then I'm gonna pick one on the 31st, the last day of July. We'll go with Colorado beating San Diego. Wow. Okay, I'm butchering those names. Colorado Rockies, right?
Yep.
Rockies beat San Diego. What's their name?
Padres.
Padres on July 31st. Okay. Ooh, all these are like. This one is just set up really weird. I don't know why. But go ahead, John.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go with Qatar beats El Salvador in the Gold Cup because why not?
Qatar B2, El Salvador.
Yeah, I hope I said that right.
Okay. I think I spelled that
I'm
wrong again.
I'm gonna go with Mexico beats Honduras.
Oh, Gold Cup again.
Yeah, I mean I gotta try to gain some momentum here.
I think I spelled that wrong again, but we'll see.
And we will go with
Are you doing all three Gold Cup?
nah. I'm gonna do baseball. I wanted to
Ah,
do the Olympics, but I couldn't figure out quick enough how that you know who's playing what. I'm gonna go with the. Mm, I'm gonna go with the Cleveland Guardians. I forgot to say that the Cleveland Guardians are now what were formerly the Indians. The Guardians beat the Tampa Bay Rays tonight.
tonight's Friday.
Put Cleveland in front of that because if not, I will not know who
Oh,
the Guardians are.
oh, you're gonna make me expand this out more because
Just put just put CLV.
bam.
Appreciate it.
All right. So there are our locks of the week.
Alrighty, Pat, you got anything else?
Yeah, I'll be enjoying a milkshake on your birthday.
Heck no, we're gonna do that before, so I'm not paying anything. First of all, you still owe me money, so technically I'm never seeing this money, but you're still paying.
What, $4?
Yeah. You only gave me 4, I think. Or 3. No, 4. So you still owe me 8.
Dude, you keep switching the amount of how much I owe you. It was like
It's
18,
been
then it was
12. It's
12,
been
then it was
12.
9, then it was back up to like 18, now and then it was back down to
It's
9.
been at 12 the entire time.
No, it hasn't. You've
It
said it
has.
on numerous occasions. Different amounts of how much I owe you.
Whether it's 12 or 9, it still pays for your milkshake. How about that? Pays for your milkshake and we'll call it even.
All right, fine.
Alrighty, you got anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right, put it back on
Phillies
our
lose to
faces
the
and we'll wrap.
Braves.
Probably. I could have put that they lost. Oh, that they were gonna lose. Oh, I should have did that. Well, they got Zach Wheeler playing pitching tonight, so they don't win tonight. I could say that they would lose 5, 6 in a row. But go follow our Twitter, JMP Sports Podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Down at the bottom. No, sorry, bottom left. Our Twitter's at the bottom right, and follow our Twitch if you haven't already, and join our Discord channel, which we made, and we've tweeted out, and we will do it again this week. We had one guy join for a good hot minute, and then they left. So please stay and interact with us.
Wow, don't sound too desperate or anything. Jeez, man.
It's not desperate. It's just it's a calling card.
I mean, we're a small podcast. Right now, we only have 3 people in there, but when we get more people in there, we're going to have more talkers. We're going to have more people discussing sports. But if like people join and then leave right away, that's not helping. That's
Can't
just
build anything.
that's just wasting our time at that point. So, I mean, join if you would like to discuss some sports. You're more than welcome to add us on the Discord at any time. We will respond at our earliest convenience. Add us on Twitter. We will respond
And
at our earliest convenience.
we will talk to you guys next Monday. I think,
That-
right? That's what we're doing Monday?
We'll discuss a little bit more, but I think it'd be easier for you if we did Monday.
Okay. Sweet.
So, see you in a week and 3 days, guys.
10 days.
A week and 3 days.
Wow. Way to be different. All right. We will see you guys in a week and 3 days. Talk to you guys later.
I had to dumb it down for you. Peace out, guys.
Thank you.
Click on Zombie Apocalypse.